Sarlacc Digest, the long-running live stream podcast digesting Star Wars topics for over 1,000 years. Join them for all the latest news, rumors, and theory crafting with none of the drama or the bull. Live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Time on YouTube. And don't forget the Sarlacc Toy Chest, covering all the newest Star Wars toy releases and news from Hasbro, Hot Toys, Jakks Pacific, and more. Live every other Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time. Be there and keep it nerdy.
PlasticNews.com. All the latest from Hollywood, toys, gaming, comics, and anything pop culture. PlasticNews.com. Don't forget the IQ. PlasticNews.com.
He was the first person to say, we should put comic books in plastic cases and grade them. He told George Lucas to hold on to the merchandising rights, and 3 3/4 would be the perfect scale for the figures. When the owner of Playmates Toys asked him how to compete with the big guys, he gave him his extra copy of TMNT #1. He is the most important collector in the universe.
I don't always need a grail, but when I do, I go to holygrailtoys.com. Keep hunting, my friend.
You're watching a Syndicate program.
Good evening, everybody. It is Friday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the Shadow Nose Network. Yes, we are back at it as we are every morning. If you caught the morning show, Toy Box, the Good Morning Toy Box Show, had a cup of Java, and got your Friday started. Well, we're here to get your Friday ended, and we got another jam-packed episode for you. And first, we're going to talk about the box office 2026. Yes, we're 3 months in, and there are some blockbusters. It is much different than it was last year. We've got several things on the horizon: comic book movies, animation, sequels, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be crazy, and we're going to talk about what is going to win, what is going to rule the box office, what are going to be duds, our rankings, all that stuff. So stay tuned. Plus, well, another episode of your favorite pre-order mafia. We're going to get into some toys and collectibles, plus much, much more. So stay tuned, whether you're a Mario fan, whether you're an Avengers Doomsday fan, or you're a fan of like the Devil Wears Prada, which you could be too. This is just not the show for it. Stay tuned. This is Pixels, Plastic, and Ink.
Welcome to the 100th episode of Pixels Plastic Inc. The guest list is a veritable who's that of Hollywood. Chet Maddox has arrived. And there's Alexander Storm. Rad has joined us on the red carpet. And Dr. Brantley is here completing the PPI crew. They are up for several awards tonight. Little known fact, they did 33 episodes of the Shadow Crew podcast before changing the name.
And the winner is Pixels Plastic Inc.
Oh man,
I never thought we'd make it.
That got me. I just hope I don't have to slap Steve like Will Smith did Chris Rock. And it started out like that, but the promo was set. Yes, everybody, it is the 100th episode of Pixels, Plastic, and Ink. Wow, we appreciate you all tuning in. Whether you caught us in the very early stages of PPI or you're just catching on now, it's all good. It's all love. We appreciate it. And thank you all for hanging out with us, talking pop culture, collectibles, toys, movies, TV, games, you name it. But without further ado, Mr. Storm, how are you this fine Friday evening?
I'm doing all right. Just one little gripe, though, Rat. Take your damn hat off when you're walking the red carpet. For God's sake.
Hey, man, I mean,
geez, like we
I
did.
mean, that's the thing, right? It's like Chet's got the glasses, I got
like,
the hat.
I'm sitting there next to Denzel Washington. I see it's like, who's that guy? I don't know the guy.
You know what? Nobody ever tells Spike Lee to take his hat off, and nobody better tell Rad to take his hat off.
And how many Oscars has he won?
That's true. Well, hey, you know what? We're gonna win that podcast award. You just stay tuned, sir.
But doing all right, man. Had a great show this morning for Good Morning Toy Box. Always a great time showing back up later on tonight. So looking forward to some stuff. Good show tonight, man. A lot of great stuff.
Yeah, yep. And Dr. Brantley, you're in the theater. You're ready to screen something.
Nicole Kidman's back there somewhere. I'm in an AMC. So
okay. Yeah.
Looking back at that very first episode of Shadow Crew podcast, apparently you didn't have lights, Rad. You were in the dark there.
That was when I was a part-time vampire.
But yeah, that's 100th episode. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Can't either. Chet Maddox, how are you, sir?
Well, I'm feeling kind of frosty, my friend. The fact that it is the 100th episode is pretty good. That's 100 episodes in on just this one alone, not to mention everything else we do over on the channel. So, but how are you doing? How was your experience this week with the red carpet and all that stuff? How are you?
It was great, man. Lots of interviews, obviously the whole, award ceremony stuff. And I'm just glad to be with all of you and glad to be with everyone in the chat. And before we go any further, let's recognize who's in the chat this evening. And we got Michelle and Little Beastie. Second Teehee, I salute Commander Bly. You may be the first in line when you buy your toys as well. Everyone, I want to start a GoFundMe for Chet Maddox's internet fixed to get fixed. Yep, we do too, and it looks like it's fixed. Writing out a message while making my daughter a PB&J sandwich don't mix, which is why sometimes my messages repeat words as if I have I'm gonna say dementia. No, I'm just make my daughter a sandwich. We get it. Multitasking in the kitchen. Commander Bly is hanging out. Looking forward to Project Hail Mary. All right. It's Chad. Mario's gonna take the year. Mo 2 will surprise a lot of people in a good way. And Avengers will surprise a lot of people in a bad way. Well, we're gonna talk about that for sure. Caesar Director, what's up, man? Hanging out with us as always. We appreciate it. We tripping with toys. Good evening. Thanks for hanging. Thank you. Happy fun-filled Friday, everyone. Patty, thank you for stopping by. Ben, voice actor. Hey, how are you? Thanks for stopping on in. Appreciate it. TD3 Trooper, what's up? Thanks for hanging out this evening. Who else we got in the chat? Darth Moocher, good evening. 100 down, 1,000 more to go. Well, yep.
10,000.
It's going to be a lot. Thanks. Commander Bly, appreciate with the 199. Congrats on 100. Appreciate it. Magnificent.
Although I will say this, Commander Bly, I think you put the decimal a little too soon. It should have gone two more to the right.
And magnificent logo 6113. Hi. Hey, thanks for hanging out. All right. Well, and as always, if you haven't already, join the fastest growing Discord network, and that is the Syndicate. It's a makeup of a collection of amazing communities here with SKN, Sarlacc, Digest, Toy Chest, and Blitz Transmissions, and a few other people. We've got amazing mods in there. Talk toys, collectibles, get your Target finds, your Walmart finds, toy photography, conventions, all the things. Please make sure you do that. So it is free to join, and all it takes is a couple of clicks. And as always, we have to promote something large and big, and that is Toy Hunter. The premium app for collectors is live on the App Store. Toy Hunter, TOYHUNTR. And if you're looking to build your collection, to find the grails, all those things, plus holygrailtoys.com. All right, Mr. Storm, I'm passing it to you.
Absolutely. Well, like I said, he corrected himself. He did put it in the right spot. So right there. Commander Bly, thank you, sir. Appreciate that and everything. Appreciate that. Let's roll it up. We got some stuff to roll to tonight. Pixel, Plastic, Ink. What episode is it? Well, we'll get back to that a little later. Tonight, we got the 2026 box office projections. That's right. It's ours. And again, like Mr. Maddox always said, these are our opinions. And that of just the Pixel Plastic Inc. /Volt9 LLC. So don't get upset if our projections are our projections. You guys can have your own. Yeah. Then after that, you got our favorite segment, your favorite segment, Pre-Order Mafia. We got some stuff tonight. We got some Mondo hitting it. Got some NECA. Echo 6 comes in. Hyra and some Hot Toys. Again, some expensive stuff tonight. And let's see if McFarlane can redeem himself. He's been on a streak. So can he keep that streak on? We'll see. Got some plastic news on SKN, sponsored by our buddies over at plasticnews.com. If you're not getting your news there, I don't know what you're doing. We got some Prada popcorn. So wait a minute. We might get some fashion stuff tonight, actually. Alamo Draft House has got a bucket. And got some Godzilla merch. Can't go bad with the fiery guy from Tokyo. And then PBR arcade cabinet. We're going to roll with the Syndicate Network and Discord. Upcoming events, we will let you know, like we did on Wednesday and did this morning, about the SKN Convention exclusive t-shirt that is live right now on holygrailtoys.com. So, and if you're a channel member, you should have seen your little discounts for that. And then also we will again end with one of our other sponsors, Toy Hunter, the all-purpose app that you need in your life. If for anything toy collecting, it's a lifestyle app. It's not just for toys. And preview of Monday's Sarlacc toy chest. Oh man, we got a night going for us. But we will first start it kicking in. Oh yeah, it is episode 100. Now, when we started the show, way back and everything, it was a complete joke because Shadow was on the channel a little bit more and everything, and we was always joking. And I know Rad, myself, and Dr. Brentley really realized this. We go to conventions and people would tell us, like, be Shadow on the crew. So we adapted that and joked. And then when it started getting a little bit more serious, we changed it to Pixel Plastic and Ink and everything. We've been running that for 100. So technically it's 133. Stu John Jedi, good evening, sir.
Oh, come on in.
So, while we say it's 100, technically it's 133 episodes. So, but, again, we let the past be the past. But here's to, like Commander Bly said, or Darmucha said, 10,000. It wasn't like, it wasn't like, I don't know what contracts we done signed, man. But I saw 10,000. So I was like, what the heck's going on with that? But we will, we thank everybody for getting us to this 100 milestone. And here's to another 100 more. Let's roll it in and everything else like that. 2026 box office projections. Well, we actually pulled up a little data. Mr. Maddox, you do this better with everyone else and everything. Let us know about the global markets and everything else that's reaching, and how do we define that in the world of business to fandom?
Yeah, so the 2026 global box office is projected to reach approximately, which can't be projected in, approximately 35 billion, marking the highest grossing year since 2019 and a 5% growth over 2025 estimates, driven by major Hollywood tentpoles domestic North America revenue is forecasted to hit roughly 9 billion to 9.6 billion, representing the strongest post-COVID recovery. How do you say projection in gaslighting without saying those two words? Well, you say there's a projected with the word approximately, and that doesn't work in any form of business. So, look, hey, this is their projection. This is what, that's fine. We can hit the 9.6 billion, 9 billion, whatever it is. But we should do an accountability slide where we go, these are what they projected at the beginning of the year, and this is where it's at. TD3 Trooper, congratulations.
Hey,
thank you, sir.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Much appreciated. Also, Castle Grayskull, the sources in the house. It's my birthday week. Woo woo.
Oh, all
Ooh,
right.
How are
Happy
the
birthday.
nicest gentlemen on YouTube doing today? Well, we will find them, ask them, and report back to you, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Look, I think that when you make projections and it's only March, they projected a lot of money for Superman too. We know how that ended out. So that's what I think. But Dr. Brentley, how do you feel about this statement, especially being so deep in the scene as you are, sir?
Well, I mean, they do have a kind of good idea what they're talking about, but there's always the possibility that there's a couple of flashes on there, right? Where it's like, oh, this is going to make 200. Oh, no, it's going to make 100. Oh, no. Okay, well, so it looks pretty good, though, because they do have like Marvel is back with some big ones. And there's a couple of independent movies, not independent, but original, which it might as well be independent. That could be big, like Project Hail Mary. I think that can stay around because it's got such good reviews and word of mouth that people will go and see that, and it will be through the summer.
So do you think this is just from your knowledge, you think this is a fair estimate?
Yeah, I mean, I think this will definitely be the biggest post-COVID. It might not get to the 35 billion or whatever, but yeah, I think it'll be the biggest movie-going year because you've got a lot of the family stuff as well. Yeah, your Marios, your Toy Stories. Yeah, there's a couple other things coming up, so that is going to drive a lot.
Brad, what do you think? I know you're like me on the business side in the brain. Like, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm just wondering how a popcorn forecast for the rest of the year and how much more money the highest
spoken like popcorn. A true KPI man.
Because I went to the theater last weekend with my daughter and we saw Hoppers, which is basically Avatar for kids, animation style. It literally is. They make a joke of it. Like, it sounds like, I think the character's like, this is Avatar. Actually, pretty good film, getting good reviews, going to make a lot of money. It's so expensive to go to the damn movie theater. I mean, it's not net new news to anybody here, but it's just wild.
No, I didn't, by the way, Grace.
And I think this year is going to be incredible. I don't think we've seen a year like this in a very long time. I mean, Hollywood has pivoted from streaming to box office, and I think it's going to be it's going to crush. And there's no question they're going to surpass estimates here. There's too many good movies, from the early stage summer, Mario kicking it off, all the way down to Doomsday and Dune kind of wrapping up the year. It's credible. My daughter has a question for you experts. Weren't we supposed to be getting a Cruella Emma Stone sequel? I don't know.
I think they canceled that.
I think they did, because I think it slid barely into profit. And if it's sometimes, with Disney, if it's not a meter out the park, they're not. So that one was, it was a profitable film. It just didn't make the projections they thought it was going to make. So I don't know. But, again, studio heads are changing everything. You never know where their priorities are going to be again.
And also it depends on like how the Moana does, because the live action Disney kind of fell off for a bit. Snow White lost them a ton of money. So, it's like Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella, that was doing great. And then all of a sudden you get Snow White. So they're a little scared of the live action. I bet they're going to wait, see how Moana does. If Moana's good, then that might come back.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not sad to see the streaming model go.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the streaming model hurt. I think how we looked at walked into theaters and everything, and I don't think that was a good branch. And I'm kind of glad that now we're getting back to more excitement in movies. You mean snow? Yeah. Wow. Mondo Grogu's good for about 500 million. I'm predicting that. I will take that bet because I don't think it's going to do that.
It's going to be lucky if Mondo Grogu gets over 250.
I was going to say like 250 to 300 is like where my prediction on that would be.
Max.
Just because you're in like the X-Files territory where they have a TV show and now they're telling you, hey, it's a movie. Now go see it and spend more money.
This is how you can tell we're arguing with logic and Moocher's arguing with feelings.
It won't. My prediction on Grogu, it won't crack top 5 this year, and it'll probably finish about 7 or 8 in box office revenue.
Yeah, no.
It's just the competition is too heavy.
But here's the thing too. I think that Spider-Man's going to barely slide into that too. So I think it's not going to. I think Spider-Man's going to have a harder time because again, you've got you're looking at right now Mario's is the winner.
Yeah, but I think to your point exactly though, Mario is a winner because why?
Because he's worldwide.
Kids want to go see it. And Spider-Man is exact same. Kids want to go see it. It's worldwide. It's on the same level. Spider-Man is literally on the same level as Mario.
Oh, I think so. But I think the problem of it is Toy Story 5. No. If there was no Toy Story 5 in this summer, I'd be like, yeah, you got. But that one,
I don't hear anybody talking about Toy Story 5.
Like, don't worry,
it's gonna make its money. It's gonna make its money. I think you all are massively underestimating the power of Doomsday. I know, like Marvel has not been on point lately. I think that's gonna easily be number 1 this year. I'm ready to bank on that, and I think Spider-Man's gonna be 2. I think they're going to beat. I think people are waiting for good Marvel films, and I think as long as even if they don't deliver, even if the people are going to go see it, it's Robert Downey Jr. It's all the kids. They're going to go see it. It's Christmas holiday time. They're up against Dune 3, which is like a more of a select audience, so make its money. I think it's going to dominate. It's good that they didn't launch summer because they would have been up to extreme competition. I think the back end of the year, it's really. I think it's really thinner. Yeah.
I know this is by CS Director. I'm glad that Netflix didn't get WB because streaming would have ruined the industry even more. This is where I'll disagree with you on this, CS Director, because of the fact that Paramount's going to get into a massive amount of debt. And you've got people, at least at Netflix, that have ran a business model in entertainment. You've got unproven guys that came from Silicon Valley that's thinking that they're going to be the producers. And we saw what David Zanoff that ran Warner Brothers did. He ran into the ground. Believe me, the Ellisons are going to run if they even can pull off this debt-laced scenario just to get this thing through in the first place. So I don't know. Either one, I don't think it's good. I think it's better when every studio is independent. I wish that Warner Brothers was just still its own entity. That's my thing. Yeah. Dr. Brentley, I know you've got your opinions on it.
Yeah, the thing is, competition is what makes the movie industry. You're trying to beat these, and now it's only like 5 other guys around town, or really 4 other guys who have studios. So now if it's only like 3 different studios, now like you're not going to compete against yourself if you have Paramount and Warner Brothers. I just don't know. Happy Friday.
Hey, Cassie, Q Squadron.
Yeah, Cassie, you didn't miss much. This is our 100th episode, so
yeah. The best is yet to come. Yeah. All right, well, let's take a look at we've got some of the films on the screen, so let's pull those up. So again, we've got the Mario Galaxy that's about to hit, so this will let us know how the rest of the year is going to go. If this movie fizzles and it doesn't do well, which we all know it's not going to do, I think this sets the tone. I think they did a smart job by putting this first this year. Mando and Grogu, we will find out on that. Here's the outlier. I really do believe that Masters of the Universe is going to do way better than anyone thinks. And I got a feeling that this one, because the excitement from fandom is huge, I think this is our outlier this could either. I don't think it's going to flop. I think it's going to do great, but just how great does it do? We're probably going to find out, but it may surprise a bunch of people.
See, there's this one thing with Masters of the Universe is you can get the science fiction audience, the fantasy audience, and the family audience as well, if it's good. And it'll also drive sales of their toys. So I really think that this can be over a $300 million domestic picture.
Yeah.
I think that Masters of the Universe will do well, but it's gonna, in order for it to really accelerate, it's gonna have to get good reviews.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna be one of those word of mouth movies. If it comes out and it's like 70% Rotten Tomatoes, it'll flatten pretty quickly, a couple weeks in. But if people come out of it and it's like 90-95% great reviews, it could make a ton of money. But I think Motu, again, I don't know how well it's connected to the younger audience quite yet. I know they have toys, I know they had the cartoons, but the recent stuff like the Kevin Smith stuff didn't do well. It's been kind of so it's a lot of the older generation that's going to have to bring their kids to it. So we'll see. As a child of classic Disney films, there's a film that makes me excited like a kid again, the news that Monsters Inc. 3, after them canceling a reboot of Holes or Return of Boo and slowly warms our heart. Yeah, I don't like that they went with the TV series.
Yeah.
Like stick to the movies. And that was, again, the streaming hat. Everyone was thinking streaming. But yeah, we want to see those films. I think Toy Story 5 is going to be great. Out of these three films, for me, Mario is going to dominate.
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe is the dark horse, and I think Mando will make its money, but I still don't think it's going to crack the top 5. I just don't.
Yeah.
It's hard when it's a TV series, to your point, Dr. Brantley, and then we try to convince the audience it's now a feature film. It's just difficult.
Yeah, and if you've got Disney Plus, that it's going to be there in a couple months. So it's like, oh, I could wait. I've seen the rest of Mandalorian on TV. Why can't I just watch this one?
Yeah. And are people tired of Pedro Pascal?
Yeah, I think
they're getting there. If
there's
they're
a
not way past that,
there's a little fatigue, and he's like, you see his face in the trailer.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you, there's a little Pascal fatigue happening in Hollywood right now.
Yeah, I think he's kind of done one too many, films, and sometimes it's good to step away. But Mario, Mandalorian, and Motu will all make good profits. They all look good. Yep, absolutely, CS. I agree with you. I think that there's a lot of good movies this year. This is one of those years where, it's going to be hard to find a really bad film, because most of the stuff this year looks like they really brought it, man. And then, last year, Warner Brothers had a record year. So, there's a lot of excitement behind it, and that's a good thing. So we're looking at Masters of the Universe, Mondo Grogu and Mario. Then we go to the next batch of films. We haven't even talked about Supergirl. I don't even think it cracks the top 10. I think that's going to be a problem. I think Toy Story is going to do colossal money. We haven't talked about the Odyssey. Christopher Nolan has a streak that is very hard to beat. So I think that might be another outlier that comes through. And then we look at Spider-Man, Brand New Day, which a lot of people are excited about, but I wonder, with new characters, situations pop in, how will that work? I do know they've got the Hulk and the Punisher, so that may actually bump up some stuff. And then obviously Robert Downey Jr. returning to Doomsday. So we'll flow in, and we've got our projections on the screen, so everybody has those. Brad, you can read off yours.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of already initial thoughts that Doomsday is not going to be great, and there's superhero fatigue. I think people want this, and I don't care what you have to say. RDJ as Doom, it's gonna make money. Merch, figures, it's gonna be off the chain. Spider-Man, we covered it. Come on, Spider-Man, and then you said Punisher and Hulk.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had to take two characters that you wanted in the Spider-Man film, you would say, give me Bernthal and give me Ruffalo as Hulk. Mario's going to crush a Toy Story, and then the Odyssey. I think I'm so looking forward to. I'm a big Nolan fan. I think it's going to do well. Obviously, it appeals to an international audience as well there. But those are the 5 there.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Maddox.
Yeah. I mean, look, we've kind of talked about it. Supergirl will tank. Yep. I think we all agree on that. I did Mario, Doomsday, Spider-Man, Toy Story, and the Odyssey, because I really think I really think that's where it's going to go. I think Spider-Man edges out, or Doomsday edges out Spider-Man. But the ironic thing about Pedro is the one property on HBO everyone loved him in, as the heart of the show. Abby killed him off, and yeah. So
spoiler.
Yeah. Dr. Brentley?
Yeah, Super Mario, I think, is number one by far. I think Spider-Man will go over Doomsday just because I see kids going with their parents. Doomsday might be a little too dark, depending on how the reviews come out. And Toy Story and everyone else pretty much had the same ones, but I went with Masters of the Universe because I really do think that it has the opportunity, if it gets that nostalgia and the families in, people will go and see this a couple of times in the theater if it's good.
Yeah. And then Castle Grace was, let's not forget about Dune 3. Yeah, that is actually, yeah, I think we did kind of pass it over because
but the
Dune's
Dune
been kind of
movies
doing all right.
Yeah, but they don't make over like 250 domestic.
Yeah.
And
well, I think that's the international money because Dune is
Yeah.
huge overseas, and I think that's most definitely something that's actually going to do. And actually, that answers Cassie how much did Dune 2 bring in, which Mr. Max, you want to look that up real quick?
Yeah, on it.
All right. And then Darth Moocher said, and I'm excited for Supergirl. I don't know how it will do, but I'm ready for it. I'm glad because you better enjoy this because once Netflix starts or once Paramount takes over, I still think there's going to be, although they tell everyone there's not going to be a reduction, everything's going to be fine. There's going to be a reduction and it's going to be a shakeup. So I went with Super Mario Galaxy. I think that's going to be the number one movie of the year. I think it's going to do huge because the last one was great. And, it's Illumination does a great job on these animated films. Doomsday. Go ahead.
Sorry, quick update. So Dune 2 grossed 714.7 million worldwide, and then 433 million domestic.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Well, that we might have to revise this later in the year.
Sorry. International was 432. Domestic was 282.7.
There you go.
Okay. Got it. There you go. Yeah, so.
Dyslexia.
There you go. Toy Story. I think this is gonna be. Look, there's a reason why I made the 5. This is one of those things where if you're a parent, chances are you raised your kid on it. If you were a kid, you're raising probably your kids on this now. They've been long enough to actually be in the hearts of everything. I think Toy Story is going to do a smashing this year because we don't know how much longer we will keep, Tom Hanks and all the other actors around because the cast is kind of dramatically shifting as they are getting older up there. Masters of the Universe is I think this is going to do well. And I'm seeing all the excitement, and very rare when you have a movie with this much buzz that it falls flat on its face. I think they've actually cracked the Master of the Universe code with this. And then I think, I said Spider-Man, but you know what? If Dune 3 is coming out, I do think Dune 3 is actually, I think Spider-Man falls to 6.
You know what's crazy is for Toy Story 5, I would have to watch 2 through 4 to be caught up.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, they're all good. And 3, I was crying at. I didn't think I could cry at a Toy Story movie or animated movie really, but man, Toy Story 3 is really good.
Which one had the purple bear in it?
3.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, that's Lasso.
Yeah.
The evil bear. Yeah. I mean, it's so great, and again, we're missing from this list the Grogu and the Dune 3 and Moana. But I'm just saying, like that's how heavy this year is. There's so many great films, and some of the other things that are. There's so much good stuff. Like you're gonna be, if you're a massive movie fan and you got the money to spend, you could be in the movie theaters every 2 weeks watching a great film. So
yeah. I think it's a good year for theaters. I think theaters definitely need that year for the bounce back. So hopefully they've been doing a good job with the popcorn buckets and everything else, and they're getting a little bit more excitement. So not so much for Hollywood. I think it has actually recovered quite well. But I really do think that the theater owners, because we're looking at like several chains that are teetering on the mask of not really being around. So let's hope that these projections work and it can keep people in theaters, and let's see some repeat business into those theaters.
Well, just a reminder, Jared Leto is in Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, that's always
there is a bit of a curse that needs to be broken.
But his face isn't in it. He's got.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if there's an origin. We don't know.
He is still in the movie, and so that the curse of Leto. We shall see.
It does. Well, gentlemen, it's time for our favorite segment. We know it's your favorite segment. It's time for Pre-Order Mafia.
Leave the Super 7. Take the McFarlane.
It's such a sad, sad time when we started Pre-Order Mafia. What is up, Odd Frog? Welcome in. We started Pre-Order Mafia kind of like because of McFarlane, like if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But hey, this is one of my favorite segments of the show, Pre-Order Mafia. Most of you know about this, some of you don't. So really quick, it is our 3-tier rating system. As a disclaimer, though, this is our rating system. This is how we feel. This is our thoughts in the moments. It can change. You don't need to be upset. Don't become a warrior on your keyboard. But we do want to know what your thoughts are as we're going along. And it's a made figure. That means that this is a figure that you should pre-order by. Get it before it's gone, whatever it is. It's something you need to purchase. Forget about it. Kind of is along the same lines, but we're not worried about pre-ordering. There's a possibility of waiting the long game if it makes sense financially. Then there's Sleep with the Fishes, which is exactly what it sounds like. You just throw it in the ocean and let it sleep with the fishes. Sometimes it requires cement blocks on their feet. And then other times, they take over and they become the mob boss. And that is better than made figures. So this is Pre-Order Mafia, and those are the rankings.
All right. Well, like I said, again, anybody want to do any predictions if we have any Sleep with the Fishes tonight?
I think
Supergirl figure. Any Supergirl figures?
Those are still on the truck that got stolen.
Actually, yeah, they're still making their way in Phoenix someplace. Yeah. All right, well, let's start rolling in. Let's hit option number 1 and everything else like that. Boom. Mondo went old school. They went right back with yellow Daredevil, and actually, you notice that little emoji on the screen. I mean, somebody's wallet book is on fire because this is limited to 250. It is in the coming soon, but whenever Mondo does this, Monday or Tuesday next week is probably dropping. Look, a lot of people say, well, this is a Kid Bash. They did a Daredevil. They just painted him yellow and everything like that. It doesn't really seem like a stretch other than the Matt Murdock face. But if you're into this is what you want. And Mondo has been doing a pretty good job. We had some Masters of the Universe this morning, so that was kind of cool. And this is what's your opinion on our show? Wow, what a concept!
This doesn't look great to me.
I think it looks terrible.
It looks like it looks like one of those like kids' toys that you could see at Target or something. That's like $12.99 supersized.
Yeah.
I love the yellow.
Glossy.
I've always loved the yellow suit Daredevil, but this isn't it, man. This is not it.
Well, I used to like him until he appeared on She-Hulk, and then I was like, I don't ever want to see him in that costume ever again.
Well, it was mustard, whatever the hell that was. It was like mustard and beige.
This one just looks. I don't know if they shot this bad or not, but it just looks a little too high glossed. The gloss is making it look like it's a little bit, underwhelming compared to what it is. It just looks like a standard toy instead of the stuff that they do. Mostly looks like statues of works. So that's my opinion on it.
This is a sleep with the first Mondo that is in the ocean for me.
I will agree with you with cement blocks on it. He's going down to the bottom of the ocean, bro.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. This is going to be in that floating plastic thing in the Pacific.
Yep. So this TD3 and also a Castle Grayskull. This one is Mondo. What do you think, Mr. Maddox?
I'm not like, is this everything? Like, this is everything that it comes with?
Yes, this
I
is
could've
everything.
swore there were cement blocks that were supposed to go here. I feel like we're
Well,
missing this. Look,
the
I just
only
don't.
thing that's good is the twirling bit. That's it. Everything
Yeah.
else is.
eh,
The Colonel Mustard with sticks and welcome in, do stuff.
Yeah,
John,
yeah.
he
This is
appears
tough.
with too.
This
Wow.
definitely sleeps with the fishes, especially because the price is going to be way too
Yeah,
high.
yeah.
It doesn't look good. It's got leg problems. The upper torso where it kind of like spans out is weird looking to me. But I'm with Rad. This looks like one of those jumbo characters at like Big Lots or Pick and Save or anything. You know, people don't even know those stores, I guess. So.
All right. Well, then we'll jump it off right here. NECA, they're getting ready for their haulathon at Target. And yeah, they decided to go this year with, well, actually a celebrity they probably don't have to pay, only to his state. So I find that ironic. But Pee Wee Herman from Pee Wee's Playhouse and everything. I think they did a good job on the body. The face needs a little bit of work. For me, this is most definitely with NECA. I could sleep with the fishes on this one for me, man.
Yeah, I think this sleep with the fishes for me too. But I want the pterodactyl.
Yeah, I mean, it's great except for the face.
Yeah.
And that's really what you want out of a character, right? If it's a known character, you want it to look like them. That's a no for me, dog, too.
What's with the crotch thing there? Is this a
at least this is not the theater version of Pee Wee, okay?
Wow, man.
Jeez, what's happening?
I don't know.
I mean, the globe is kind of like, what's going on there, Pee Wee? Yeah, it's a no for me. It's a no for me.
And I saw the do stuff flashed on Walmart Con. Yes, next week, 19th and the 20th. And we'll probably start covering that Wednesday on Toy Box Chronicles. Get you guys prepared for that because the first Walmart Con of the year, use the word con, is popping up. So we'll see. But yeah, like I said again, man, I give NECA at least try. I think the accessories and all the stuff looks better than they actually did on the actual and maybe too, sometimes with these likenesses you can't fully do the likeness. You have to alter it a little bit because of the license. I don't know if that's the case here, but it just looks like a bad version of him. But I think all the accessories and everything they did great. So we'll definitely see that one. This is a Sleep with the Fishes. So wow, NECA and Mondo. Well, this might be a Sleep with the Fishes segment tonight. We'll see if we can pick that up and everything. How about Exo 6, Star Trek: The Next Generation? William Riker, and this is a 1.6 scale. Now, we had some trouble a couple of weeks ago with Factory Entertainment, and he did we started laughing about a Mummy 1/6. I think this is good. I think this is also a little bit on the, it kind of looks like him. Likeness could have been better, but it's way better than I think what Factory Entertainment was doing.
It doesn't look anything like him, in my opinion. I mean, like I know, like if you saw it, it's like who it's supposed to be. But again, the head sculpt is off. Like all these figures. I mean, the Matt Murdock stuff wasn't as bad because it's comic style, but the last two figures, man, pretty brutal. This is gonna be a no for me, man.
I mean, it does not look like Jonathan Frakes.
Yeah,
it's like they have the correct beard and everything, but I don't know what's wrong with these guys.
Well, this is Exo 6, not Factory Entertainment, so this is also a different company. So,
but it's bigger, right? So the 1/6 scale, you should be able to sculpt that a little better to look more proportionate. Like I understand when you're getting them real small, it's harder to make it look like a person.
Well, let's advise the expert here, since the amateurish points of view. Odd Frog, you're in there right now. Is it easier to sculpt 1/6 or the smaller figures? You can tell us.
Literally the same sculpting. Is just how you.
It is. Is it a figure of Oswald Cobblepot's father? When Paul Rubens played him in Batman Returns. you know, McFarlane still got some time. He might actually pull that one off. Actually, he's been doing everything else, and it says, yeah, the Uncanny Valley. And next one need what's that? Trombone. Needs a trombone. That would have been an interesting kind of thing. I don't know if they would have actually done. TD letting to know fishes. Yeah, 3 for 3. Absolutely. And Johnny Dome puts in, this is random, but did you guys see the IMAX? What is that?
IMAX CEO said he spoke to David Ellison.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I haven't seen that actually.
Because David Ellison needs to own more stuff. Is that I don't know. I didn't read that. That's I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, we'll check on that one actually, Johnny. And then cosplay Riker. It's not for me, dog. Yep. And then of course sleeps with the Klingons. And Odd Frog is hitting us with the low infringement. The bigger the figure, the more you have to work with the detail wise. Okay.
And this is an example of why it went so wrong.
Yeah.
You could have it's 1/6 scale and you couldn't nail it.
And Patty Eccles, the shape of his face is off. Yeah, it just doesn't look like it. Looks like it's like, remember back in the day we were in Southern California. There was the Movie Land Wax Museum, and then there was the other place that was a rip off of it. And they like one place it looked like the actual stars, and then the other place it looked like
Hollywood Museum.
Which you're saying is Madame Tussauds was like good, and then Movie Land Wax Museum in Buena Park was bad.
Wait, it explains everything. So William T. Riker, the T is Timu. So that's the reason why it's the William Timu Riker edition. That's why the head sculpt's off. Okay, all right.
So Scully.
Well, and maybe this is Thomas Riker, his clone. So it could be off completely for a reason.
It's true.
Forgot about that.
It's Odd Frogs. Nowadays you can do a scan of the actor's face and with your iPhone. Wow, and that would be more realistic. Okay, all right. Well, there you go.
Well, but you'd have to scan your television because you don't look like this anymore.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty well true. So, all right, well, like I said again, 3 for 3. Whoa, damn! It's not going good, bro.
If you're scuba diving off the coast of California, you're gonna find some nice.
Well, they're gonna see a crap load of plastic there anyway.
Pixels, plastic, and seawater is the new.
Well, all right, let's see. Well, like I'm almost scared to go to the next slide. But here we go. I don't think they can mess this up because that looks like Kong, damn it. There you go, right there. Accent all and everything. My favorite version. I actually did put this on pre-order because, hey, man, you need Kong with an axe somewhere, man. And he's got the Kong 2.0. See, because 1.0 was lacking a little something. But 2.0 is even better than everything else. That from the Godzilla versus Kong. This is one of their basic figures, which rolls in $51 actually ordered. That's not with the actual shipping involved. And this is available Q4. This one right here, this was made figure for me. I think they did a great job with Kong. He's looking like he's about to break it up and hit there. It's good. He talked about the movies he wants to put in on IMAX. It's a partnership, like filming with IMAX cameras and stuff that. Again, I think it's the Max CEO said that he doesn't want to say what the movies, and I guess now it's speculation time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure on that one too. This is the first win tonight, so this one's going over well in the chat. It said this is a win. I can't see what's that emoji on this one.
Yeah, it's Kong emoji.
Oh, is it Kong? Yeah, I couldn't even see it right. It just totally phased out dark for me. Fire. Okay, Scully's got that. It's like, let's see. Oh no.
Yeah, this is a forget about it. Like, I don't know if it's a made figure, but $51 for a Kong with multiple accessories, 3 heads, hammer, cool sculpt. Yeah, man. If you need a Kong figure, Hyde does really great Zilla and Kong figures, man. So this one will not be joining the rest of the crew down at the bottom.
It finally made it. Dr. Brentley. Need a little Kong in your life, or he's going sleeping with Godzilla at the bottom of it?
No, this is actually a made figure. I mean, it looks great, and I think this is a little cheaper than a lot of the Godzilla figures that we've had recently.
Yes.
So, I don't know. It looks great, and they got the actual face correct. It's it's no Riker, but it looks good.
Yeah. And this is TD said, forget about it. I like the one I got, which is let me know if that's the 1.0, if you have that one, and we'll roll it into the next one on this one. So we got one out of 4 so far. Let's go right here. Can you actually go wrong with the Silver Surfer? Hot Toys is trying to hit your pockets. That's right, $255 for the Cosmic Riding Wave. I think this is the shiniest version I've ever seen of him. So be careful at your house and everything when the light hits him to certain degrees. What do you think, Mr. Maddox? Is that the wet your whistle right here for the Silver Surfer? Because for me, it's 255 is a forget about it for me.
I don't collect Hot Toys, so it's a very strong forget about it. If I did collect Hot Toys, I would buy this right away.
Okay.
What upcoming Paramount sounds IMAX worthy? Only talking about this because you said box office predictions.
Absolutely. Paramount.
What yeah, I mean, I think there's not Paramount, but I just in general would be to see a lot more IMAX films would be amazing.
I think Super Mario would have been a rad one to do in IMAX.
No, hell yeah.
Like filmed in IMAX
Yes.
cameras, yeah.
I
mean, you can't film Mario, but they could have.
Yeah, they can transpose it in.
The Odyssey should have been filmed in IMAX.
I would have liked
it was.
I think
Yeah,
it was. Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
So yeah, that's going to be impressive. On
Dune
IMAX screen.
Dune 3.
I would like to see Dune 3 in IMAX, most definitely. Yes.
Yeah, Dune 3 should be
just because of the effects.
I wish this was die-cast. And
yeah,
heavy.
the Silver Surfer, yeah.
But it's not. I think it's still cool, but I don't know, man. That die-cast metal, I couldn't. I don't know if there's elements of die-cast on the figure. It didn't look like it was. I don't think it'd be 255 if there was.
Yeah, it has to be something. Yeah.
But if it was full die-cast, it would be for sure a made figure. But it's a forget about it. It's still a cool look. It looks like a giant-sized Marvel Legend. You know, the articulation, but it's cool.
Commander Bly, this dude's gonna probably try to tell me Santa Claus isn't real.
Now, if this was die-cast though, and it falls off your shelf, you're breaking like a foot if you're standing near it. I think this looks great. And
I would like to see it in person, but I think from photos and everything right here, yeah, it looks great. I don't know. Hot Toys, they use a mesh of soft goods and everything else. I don't know how they did this and how they pulled that look off, and I don't know how well that's going to work, with it being in the elements, because Hot Toys is one you need to keep in a display case. So this is one I would love to see in person. Maybe when we're at San Diego Comic-Con or something. You can't film Mario in IMAX, Chet. He's not real.
What? This guy trying to lie to me.
And it's Mike King Kong's the NECA one. Okay, yeah, all right, that is a good one.
Now, you notice that this is the correct version of Silver Surfer that everyone knows. It's not like the one from the Fantastic Four that probably did not sell very well.
Yeah, I think they did make that in Hot Toys, and I'm sure, yeah. But there are, again, there's Marvel fans. Marvel fans are gonna, purchase it. They're gonna purchase it. I think this one is cool. This one kind of reminds me a little bit though of Morbius's version of the Silver Surfer. Not Kirby's, which was a big fight on on Crimson Tide.
But see, this looks better than when they have like the silver paint or the silver plastic versions of it, right? Where it's not reflective at all.
Yes.
So this at least looks like the character is supposed to.
Yeah, and actually, because
Hot Toys need to be kept in a display case.
Yes, I would keep them especially with the soft goods, just the elements and everything. Yeah, it's
out of reach of children.
You don't want to put them in the light either, because again, it's soft. A lot of these things are soft goods, so and also he says, but Scully says no, man. Scully rocks it. Well, I've seen Scully's room though. Scully's got this air temperature room. It's like a humidor where he keeps his, he pumps in the cold air and everything. So Scully's he's a different breed of collectors. Don't let him fool you. It's like, he got that room all mastered off for him. So, but from there, got one last one, and I know this is going to sleep with the fishes because last week we talked about this, and you thought one character, hey, wasn't that Christopher Reeve? You said, no, that wasn't. It was, you said, no, it was Brandon Ross. You said, no, that was the Christopher Reeve version. Well, this one is from the actual nameplate and everything, this is Brandon Roth from Superman Returns. But McFarlane, you had 4 good weeks, bro. You were gonna make it to grade number 5, and you had to pull this out. And wow, this is one of the worst versions in the body, in the suit. Doesn't, and even the cape. This is all wrong right there.
You haven't even mentioned the lips. What's going on with that?
Yeah, it's like Jesus Christ. This one's terrible, man. This is probably come on, man. I don't know. McFarlane, come on. You were on a good streak, bro. You know, Slop Man, as Commander Blythe said. And TD sleeps with the fishes in capital letters every day. And then Scully's the skulls, as you can tell, that's dead on arrival. Yeah, this doesn't even sleep with the fishes. This is grinded up and put on the 50-yard line at Giant Stadium.
This is like you dig into Earth's core and where the magma is and bury this. I mean, I don't know. It's like,
go bury this next to the ET video game, you know?
Yeah. Now, usually I am complaining about how thick the thighs are on some of these characters. This looks like he's never worked out a day in his life. My thighs are bigger than this. I don't know what's wrong, but like everything's off. Even the color of the blue in his suit. He had like a textured thing in the movie that looked pretty cool, and this just does away with all of that.
Why is he pale? Why is he so pale with lipstick on? I don't like. Who approved this off the line?
Bryan Singer.
Yeah, maybe that's true.
I don't know. It's bad.
Yeah, this one didn't work out too much. And look, everyone's like, super no. Yeah, this is chum right here. Right there is like it's the 12 plus, more like a minus 12. And it looks like so much wrong, don't know where to start. Yep, this one's right here. Yeah, this one's not working itself out and everything. Wow. Jeez. Yeah. Well, let's see. This was probably the worst pre-order Mafia segment we've ever done. For episode 100, we went up to the level and everything. Normally it's a level of excellency, but not tonight and everything else. We like to apologize to the people watching. We will do better next week with the pre-order Mafia. It didn't work itself out. But you know what it is time? Thank God it's time for Plastic News on SKN. Let's get to a couple of questions.
Call of Duty and Gladiator 3 and Rainbow Six and 2 Alfred Hitchcock movie remakes possible IMAX, depending on if the Hitchcock movies aren't as bad as the Psycho remake.
Wow.
Psycho was bad.
Yeah, well, yes.
Doing a shot-for-shot version, but with worse actors.
Yeah.
Don't think this will happen. But Rush Hour 4 would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a tall stretch.
Now, you know what? That's something that they haven't really done is like a big action movie in IMAX that's not just like a superhero thing, just like a straight up action movie. Have to go watch The Acolyte to feel
better. I'm sure it's supposed to be better. All right. Well, like I said again, hey, this segment is brought by Plastic News. That's right. Get all your toy and entertainment news from plasticnews.com. Your trusted news source. We thank them for being a sponsor of this segment. And let's roll in. We got some interesting stuff. And like we do, there was a prediction made early in the show. And guess what? He Mr. Rad was wrong because we do Devil Word product too. That's like never break preparations of things.
Oh my goodness.
But this bucket is available at AMC, Cinemax, Regal, Marcus, and other chains alongside the film's May 1st release. That's a wide footprint. Cinemark is also offering additional items alongside the bucket. Popcorn tin, a tumbler, and a tumbler with a charm, a standalone bag charm, and a co-branded Diet Coke souvenir cup and everything. This estimated price between $25 and $40. There you go. It's got I don't know if it's a Prada bag, and first of all, it'd be expensive because that's how you know you got money. If you did this to a Prada bag, there would be somebody that would fall out. So, but popcorn Prada bag, this may work itself out. I don't think any of us has any idea of purchasing this, but Rad, your wife, would she be interested in this? And also Catholic Grayskull. There you go.
Hell no. The keychain's cool. Little bag charm is cool.
Yeah.
You could just bring your own handbag. Hey,
I mean,
this up with popcorn.
Look, the first movie was good. Not my cup of tea, but it was good, and that's a cool handbag popcorn. I'm not gonna hate. I think it'll probably sell better than some of these other disastrous ones we've seen. So yeah.
Well, here's the best thing that works out for this. And actually, then this was Steve, and we were talking about this in the back. And he asked me for his advice and everything. He says, do you think my girlfriend would be mad if I told her, hey babe, I'm gonna get you a Prada bag, and then we go to the theater and it's this? And I was like, yeah, that relationship's gonna be over. It's gonna be over. Don't do that.
That's right.
For any guy,
Now the audience for popcorn buckets, I don't think crosses over with the Devil Wears Prada 2 audience. Okay, I don't see a lot of people buying this that want to go see this movie, except maybe Castle Grayskull.
Yeah, actually, yes. Well, they know their audience. Actually, I just got a new handbag for my birthday. Oh yeah, also again, we wish you another happy birthday. Green though, I need this red one too. There you go. So again, there is obviously
only $25.
So right there. So hey, be there, tumblers, all kind of stuff. Again, all these companies they're understanding what makes the money and everything. It's like that. They're pretty smart. I give them credit. Everything is everything.
Now, the one thing that will sell is the wine tumblers of these. I see that's the audience that crosses over with Devil Wears Prada.
Now that actually, yes, that may work itself out and everything else like that. You got a point about that. New way to sleep with the fishes. Wow. And here's Commander Bly. He says, "Can I get 2 for 20 Prada bags in Manhattan and everything?" It'd be the only time you can, unless it's around a corner somewhere in Brooklyn in the back of an alley. And yes, that one's cheaper than the one that I bought. I'm sure it is. All right, well, we're not done with the buckets and everything else like that, because if you're like me, massive Godzilla fan, you got your notification finally. That's right, and everything. I got a mouthful of popcorn. Godzilla headed to my house. They sent this over to me saying, good news, after holding your money for damn near 3.5 months, we're going to ship this out to you. And how I know they're shipping it, they took a photo of all the stuff being on the actual freight pallet saying that we're getting it out. But I did get this notification the other day. They're sending it with DHL, so pray that I do get it, because that's not guaranteed. But this is coming, but in the Alamo Draft House too, which if you're in the Bay Area of Southern California, there is the actual Godzilla theme theater, Alamo Draft House. So, they're embracing a little bit more of the Toho. This is not their only partnership with them, though. I will just roll this up. Oh no, that's it. That ain't perfect for popcorn. It's gonna fall out. I know.
But his mouth closes, so you keep it closed until you're ready to reach in.
Yeah, and then the funny thing is Diet Coke thing, because models are known to drink Diet Coke. Yeah, well, we'll see that. We'll see that. So again, this is not their only Alamo Draft House. Has definitely got their little partnership going, and they want everybody to know it's Toho Scope. That's right, and everything. And guess what? You can get yourself the Terra of Mega Godzilla, old school. Terror of Mega Godzilla t-shirt right now and everything. Alamo Draft House is really kind of pumping into this whole Toho partnership they've got, but they continue the collaboration with a new monthly series called Toho Scope in April. They'll be screening Terror Mecha Godzilla at selected locations with an exclusive t-shirt. So you can either go online. Also, I know that you can also purchase through Fandango if you wanted to. But they're really dropping that, and I've never been to an Alamo Draft House, so I'm gonna actually have to try to check out one. I've heard they're really good, but I've never. They're really rarely ones in our area. We have to drive a little bit, but hey,
there's the one thing about this is cool is that as a fan of Godzilla, that I know you are, I'm sure you've never seen one of these old school Godzilla movies in an actual theater. It was probably just on television.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've
Mhm.
never seen one of these in an actual theater. Yeah, it's mostly been at home. And now that you have your larger televisions, because again, I was telling Mr. Maddox, growing here in Southern California, watched a lot of stuff on the $1 Million Movie on Channel 9 KCO KCAL Channel 9. So I remember that, but I've rarely ever seen one. It might be look, it's a good movie for a Godzilla movie. So yeah, yeah, this is how you're going to do that in the dark theater.
Just feel for the teeth and then open.
Yeah, you know. Well, like I said again, Sony owns Alamo Draft House, so it seems interesting because of this. Oh, okay, all right, that's interesting. So here's the, now I like to make a disclaimer on this before because I know Castle Grayskull is always hits up. Is this real? This next one is 100% certified. Is actually you could actually go online and actually purchase it. This is real. I know it looks like it's fake, but it is real and everything. Everybody, so
I am so excited about this. You have no idea.
So awesome.
This is awesome.
So Pabst Blue Ribbon, if you don't know that, that is an actual alcoholic beverage company that makes beer. Well, lately their claim to fame was, which I know you guys have seen in our Discord, we were running around getting the Peter Attacks version of the Godzilla cans. And they decided to, like Mr. Maddox always says, hold my beer. They decided that's not good enough. We're going to make a retro arcade game. And they called it Perfect Pour. And Mr. Maddox, I'm gonna let you read this one because I know you're gonna find this hilarious.
Yeah, so Pabst Blue Ribbon launched the Perfect Pour arcade game to simulate bartending challenges. Players use joystick taps to pour beers while handling escalating obstacles and customer demands. Bartenders are the real heroes. Perfect Pour gives people a fun glimpse into how hard bar work actually is. The arcade game created by DSM Arcade founder and designer Dan Fessler. Well, here's the thing: is that I'm pretty sure this is just the tap. What was that game called? It was
Yeah.
tap room or something.
Yeah,
like that
for sure.
And you would just pour it, slide it, go to the next bar, pour, slide. So, but yeah, this is great because it's got it's Pabst Blue Ribbon, so I'm excited about it.
So they want you to work a job but not get paid for it, is what they're telling me.
Is that the American way?
Well, you're right about that.
Seems to be a point. Budweiser did this originally. Okay, Johnny Dome. All right. Well, all right. So I guess they must have maybe purchased a license over from it. Yeah, that's cool. That's on top of the mountain, not with the fishes. There you go. And that is crazy. Yep. Yeah, I know. Mamma mia, 5K. Yeah. Well, hey, you got to, you got to move a little bit up on this. But if it's really right around it, it's not like an arcade one up that you can get for like a couple of bucks and everything. This is also to let you know this is a full size cabinet. This is not one of the mini arcade one cabinets. So this is like behind right there, Mr. Maddox. You can see the Street Fighter cabinet. It is the actual large standing one. So this is not something that's like, a small one. So that's why the 5K price is there. But interesting. I love how they've gotten the old 1970 wood theme that's rolling on this. It looks like something that came out of like a forgotten time of like, I'm waiting for that kid from the last Starfighter to put a quarter in right there. It's an old machine, man. But it looks cool. So, and yet we got some other photos of this just so you can see.
Wow.
So yes, this is a large machine. And of course it's decked out with Pabst Blue Ribbon, actual can on the side and everything. So just go again. If you got the Peter Attacks and if you're into that, whether, because the one thing they did say is they don't want to have like, MGD and that, please don't mix alcohol with these cabinets. Keep them consistent with the same ones. But
everything about it is real. Yep. Yeah. Real wood. Yep.
Yeah, they went old school on this one at the $5,000. So, look, I know Pre-Order Mafia wasn't that great tonight, but if I had $5,000 just laying around and everything. I said, yeah, I put this in my house. I can see that. Yeah, you know. And Commander Bly actually says, yes, I can smell the cigarette smoke. Yeah, it looks like that too. So, you know, with that, gentlemen, that's the end of Plastic News on SKN. And, you know, we're rolling down to the end of the show. Got a couple other things that we got to roll on you. And we will hit that up. Let me actually pull that down and hit this right back up. There you go. If you haven't, we've been reminding everybody, make sure in every other situation that you guys are going over to the Syndicate Network and Discord. The Syndicate Network is the home of SKN, the Sarlacc Digest podcast, and Blitz Transmission. But you can actually go ahead and jump onto the Discord and see all things to your fandom. If it's there, it's there. Believe me, everything from Star Trek to Star Wars and everything. I know some of people to Battlestar Galactica to Space 1999. That's right, all of it's there. Your fandom is welcome there. There's a little code on the screen if you're watching from your television, got a phone. But fast and growing discount Discord on the internet. We'll also roll this back. Upcoming events. Well, this weekend, Scully's going to be over at the TF Con in Burbank, California. That's right. Him, Frank Welker, and Peter Cullen will be hanging out right there. And also a whole bunch of other bots. So go there 13th through the 15th. You'll be there after 12 p.m. So if you want to meet up with them, go in there and say, hey, what's going on, Scully? Tell them the Shadow Knows Network sent them. And then from there, we've got March 27th through the 29th. I started packing, Rad started packing, and Mr. Maddox started packing. Dr. Brentley will be here in the Southern California studios. But we will be at Toy Atlanta, and we will be running our very first live remote from the convention floor. That's right, Recon Rad. We've got some guests lined up. There's a or I say, use the point, a former television sitcom star that we've got an opportunity that we'll probably be sitting down with too. All right, then have a great weekend. See you guys next week. This is off round. Thank you. So, you know, we got some stuff there. Also, one thing, Steve, you better not screw this up. It's going to roll. Yeah, it is. If you're looking at from us here in Southern California, which there's a WonderCon. Now, we'll be in Atlanta, well, Duluth, Georgia, but Scully will have actually Dark Moocher and Scott Solo. They will be going to WonderCon out here, and they will actually have their phones. We're going to try to do something. We're going to try to actually live stream from both remote locations, and that's going to be kind of interesting. First time we've ever done that. So while we're in, hanging out with the Four Horsemen and a bunch of other great products and everything, looking at all the great vehicles and situations there, and Duluth, Georgia at Toy Atlanta, Scully's going to be here, and actually Todd McFarlane from McFarlane Toys and a bunch of other people are going to be at WonderCon. So we're going to see if we can link that up, and that's going to be very interesting for you guys out there. But you know what you can link up right now, if you see us in Duluth, Georgia, well, you want to wear your 2026 convention exclusive t-shirt. That's right. Our design is up already over at holygrailtoys.com. You go right over there and make that purchase right there. And if you are a channel member, then you were actually able to get a special code. Just check your YouTube community post, and it will show a special code for all levels of the Shadow Knows channel members. And right there, you've got the Masters of the Toy Box, and right there, it looks back. It's a great shirt. In fact, Mr. Maddox actually has one in hand right now.
This is the back.
There you go.
Someone's got to make me big. I don't know where Steve is.
Yeah, let's see. I'll see if I can. Let's see if I can pull this off. Nope, actually, I did not. Let's see. Let's see. All right, how about this? Nope. All right. There you go. There you go.
So that's back. There's the front.
There you go.
Pretty awesome.
Absolutely. Looking kind of cool right there. Looking kind of cool. So, if you're in, Toy Atlanta with us, you actually wear the official gear. We've actually got some. In fact, right now this morning, we were wearing the last 2025 exclusive that's not available anymore because this is only available for a limited time. It's going to be only available till March 30th. So it's open live as of Tuesday all the way to March 30th. You go to holygrailtoys.com. You can purchase that in. all kind of form, major credit cards and everything else like that. They've got it. So you guys are partners over there. We thank them for actually doing such a great job with our merchandise. And from that and everything else like that, Toy Hunter, like Rad said at the beginning of the show, you guys haven't seen it. Toy Hunter is the app that you want to have. It is not just for toy collectors. It is for a fandom lifestyle app. If you want to know about your collection, you want to actually store your collection. If you want to go to conventions and actually make sure that you can negotiate with the best prices, because you can see what's actually live or what has sold on eBay or any other platform, you can actually get that information. So that way, if you see a figure there and the guy wants to charge an astronomical rate, but you just saw what it sold for, that's a negotiation term that helps you. And they just added with Radar, everything that you need to know about a convention. It's right in there. Toy Hunter is it is not just a toy app. It is a fandom lifestyle app. I've even heard, we've seen down the line that they're working on a fitness scenario where they track. But I was at Target earlier today, and the thing that's cool about Toy Hunter is right as I pulled into the parking lot, I heard a chime, and a badge pulled up, and it said a Target Toy Hunt badge, and I was like, this is how did they even know that I even got into the Target parking lot? So that's what's kind of cool about this. This is a very fun app to use. I've been running it on my Android. It's available right now on the iOS Apple stores. But if you want to sign up for the Android use, because I have an Android, I'm using it now. You go over to toyhunter.com and make sure that you're keeping your eyes out, because it will be any moment dropping on the Google Play Store real soon. So it's world domination from one of the best apps I've seen in the business, right, Mr. Maddox?
Yep. And like Commander Blythe said, I guess apparently the next upgrade is crypto trading. So it's not probably, but
that would be interesting though. All right. And then
imagine.
That would be kind of, you never know. You never know. They got some stuff right in there. And again, like I said, you're ending the week with us, but you can start the week with all the members of the syndicate over at the Sarlacc Toy Chest every Monday at 5:30 p.m., 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. You've got the guys over at the Sarlacc Digest, Scott Solo, Mark Darth Moocher, Tommy from Bliss Transmission, and myself talking all things Star Wars when it comes to toys every Monday. Then on Wednesday, pop back in for Toy Box Chronicles right here on the Shadow News Network. Myself, Mr. Maddox, Big Fury, and Scully. That's right. We're talking toys at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. After us, the Sarlacc Digest podcast. That's tuning in at 8 p.m. and 11 on the East Coast and hear all things Star Wars. And then join us like you did today, Friday morning. Good morning, Toy Box, 10 a.m. Myself, Mr. Maddox. To all your weekend reviews, we're running with that for Good Morning Toy Box. And then end your week with Pixels, Plastic, and Ink right here every Friday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wow, I can't believe that the time flew, man. It's actually the Friday the 13th. Did anybody see any black cats, anything across their paths, anything other than the bad pre-order mafia? That's probably what that cat walked by.
Yeah, we need Jason Voorhees to chop those figures up before they go into the ocean. That's for sure.
So true.
It's back to you, Rad.
I think you covered it all. Again, as always, we appreciate everybody hanging out each and every Friday night. And whether you're catching us on the replay, don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, share the channel. We're trying to build this community. We very much appreciate you all hanging out, as always. So we will see you next week. Have an amazing, safe, fun weekend, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Adios.